There's something fascinating about how a woman's body gives her away long before her words ever do. You see, attraction isn't always loud. It's not about a woman confessing her feelings directly or making bold moves. In most cases, it's hidden, beautifully disguised in subtle shifts in the way she looks at you, positions herself, or even breathes around you. Her body speaks long before her lips ever could. When a woman starts to desire you, really desire you, her energy changes first. You can feel it before you even see it. Suddenly, the way she stands when you walk into the room isn't random anymore. Her shoulders open a little wider. Her chest faces you directly. She may tilt her head when you talk, as if your words are something she wants to feel, not just hear. These small shifts are her body's natural way of saying, "You have my attention, more than you think." One of the strongest indicators of hidden desire is mirroring. If you lean back, she leans back. If you touch your neck, she suddenly does the same. If you take a sip of your drink, she follows right after. It's not something she does consciously. It's her subconscious trying to sync with your rhythm, as if her body is silently saying, "I want to be in tune with you." Her eyes, though they tell the real story. A woman's gaze will linger longer when she's drawn to you. It's not just eye contact. It's a micro-hesitation before she looks away. That half-second of silence between glances carries more meaning than a full conversation. And if she looks at your lips while you're speaking even once, that's not by accident. That's her desire quietly surfacing. Then there's her voice. When attraction grows, her tone naturally softens. She becomes slower, more melodic, almost playful. It's like her voice is dressing itself in warmth. That's her way of drawing you in emotionally first. Because when a woman truly desires you, she doesn't just want your body, she wants the connection to feel safe, magnetic, and mutual. And you'll notice something else. Her nervousness turns into excitement. She'll touch her hair more often, adjust her jewelry, or brush invisible dust off her clothes when you're near. Those tiny, unnecessary movements aren't about grooming, they're her body trying to release tension, a mix of adrenaline and attraction she can't quite control. But the most powerful sign of all is proximity. She'll find reasons to be near you, to stand close enough that her perfume lingers between conversations, or to sit just a little closer than she needs to. When a woman's body language shifts like that, it's not coincidence. It's desire finding a voice through presence. So remember, when her energy softens, her eyes linger, and her movements subtly mirror yours, it's her way of revealing something she's not ready to say out loud yet. That's the beauty of feminine attraction. It speaks in silence, through movement, through the language of feeling. As a woman's desire grows, her body begins to reveal what her mind tries to hide. She won't always speak her attraction out loud, especially if she's unsure about your feelings or fears being misunderstood. But her body language becomes the mirror of her inner emotions, subtle but undeniable if you know how to read it. One of the most revealing cues is the way she faces you. When a woman is comfortable but not attracted, her body stays neutral, her arms may cross, her feet might point away. But when desire enters the picture, her alignment changes completely. Her feet point directly toward you, her torso follows, and her entire posture opens. It's as if her whole body unconsciously orients itself in your direction, drawn by an invisible pull she doesn't fully understand. You might also notice her breathing. When attraction deepens, it becomes shallower and faster. Her chest rises slightly when she's close to you. This isn't just nerves, it's biology. Her body is preparing for closeness, even if her mind is trying to stay composed. Then comes the touch barrier. When a woman desires you, her relationship with touch transforms. She might touch your arm while laughing, lightly brush past you, or fix something on your shirt. These touches seem casual, but they're not random. Every gentle contact is her testing emotional safety. Can I get closer to you and still feel comfortable? If you respond calmly, If you don't rush it, her touches gradually become more natural and intimate. Her pupils dilate when she looks at you, and sometimes her smile changes. Instead of a polite, friendly one, you'll see a deeper, softer curve of her lips, the kind that lingers even after the moment passes. That's not just friendliness. That's chemistry trying to make its way to the surface. And here's something most men miss when a woman truly desires you. She becomes more feminine around you. Her voice becomes gentler, her gestures slower, her laughter more genuine. She allows herself to soften because attraction to a man she truly likes awakens her feminine core. She doesn't plan it. It's instinctive. It's her energy trying to balance with yours, her softness, responding to your quiet strength. There's also the micro-expressions, those split-second emotions that flash across her face before she hides them. When she's attracted, you might catch her biting her lip, quickly glancing down after making eye contact, or showing a shy half-smile when you compliment her. These are emotional leaks, little windows into her desire that her conscious mind can't completely hide. Another sign comes from her nervous laughter. When women are around someone they secretly desire, they sometimes laugh more, not because everything is funny, but because laughter helps release the emotional tension. It's her way of saying, I feel something intense, but I don't want to show too much. And the truth is, the stronger the attraction, the more she fights to stay composed. That's why the most powerful signs are usually the quietest ones. The small flick of her eyes when you talk to another woman. The way her tone changes when your attention drifts away. The silent pause before she says goodbye. All these little moments are filled with emotional signals, a woman's body expressing what her words refuse to admit. So if you ever notice her posture opening, her eyes softening, her laughter becoming lighter, or her presence lingering just a little longer than necessary, understand this. She might not say it out loud, but her desire is already speaking through every subtle move she makes. As attraction deepens, something changes inside a woman. What once was curiosity slowly turns into emotional connection, and her body language reflects that shift in the most delicate ways. At this stage, her actions are no longer just instinctive reactions. They become expressions of something she's beginning to feel deeply. When a woman becomes emotionally drawn to you, her body no longer just reacts to your presence, it begins to anticipate it. She senses when you're nearby. Her posture softens the moment you walk into the room. Her eyes search for yours, even when she pretends not to notice you. These are the quiet signals of emotional investment, her way of showing that your energy has started to matter to her. One of the clearest signs is comfort-driven touch. In the early stages, her touches are nervous and uncertain, a playful brush on your shoulder or an excuse to hand you something. But when her attraction deepens, those touches become softer, more natural, and sometimes even unconscious. She might rest her hand on your arm while talking, or lightly touch your back as you walk together. It's no longer testing, it's connection. Her body feels safe around you, and that comfort allows her femininity to fully emerge. Her eyes also change. Instead of quick glances, she now holds eye contact longer, not in a way that challenges you, but in a way that feels nurturing and intimate. Her gaze becomes more expressive, as if she's speaking through it. When a woman looks at you like that, she's not just seeing you, she's feeling you. Her body language at this stage says, I'm open. I trust you. You matter. Another fascinating cue is protective attention. When she's emotionally invested, she becomes subtly protective of your presence. Her body leans closer when other people are around. She may stand slightly in front of you during a conversation, or find ways to keep your attention centered on her. This isn't control, it's instinctive. Her desire now has emotion behind it, and that emotion makes her want to feel close, connected, and irreplaceable. You'll also notice her micro-behaviors shifting. When she talks to you, Her eyebrows lift slightly, showing interest and emotional engagement. She starts mirroring not just your movements, but your expressions. If you smile softly, she smiles the same way. If you sigh, she does too. It's her subconscious syncing with your emotional rhythm, her body silently saying, "I feel what you feel." And then there's the pause, the unspoken moment between words when neither of you speaks, but the air feels charged. That's where her body language becomes most powerful. A woman who's emotionally drawn to you won't rush those moments. She'll hold your gaze, play with her fingers, maybe bite her lip lightly, and let the silence speak. Because deep down, she knows you can feel her desire without a single word. But here's the most beautiful part when a woman starts to trust her attraction. She doesn't hide it anymore. She'll stand a little closer. She'll make longer eye contact. She'll smile in a way that feels more genuine than before. Her guard drops, and her body stops performing. What you see then is real, a woman whose desire is no longer something she's fighting, but something she's embracing. When her body language reaches this stage, it's no longer about seduction. It's about connection, the kind that goes beyond surface-level attraction. It's the moment when she wants to be seen, not just desired. And if you're emotionally aware enough to notice that shift, you'll understand one of the deepest truths about women. Their bodies express their hearts long before their voices do. Now that you know how her body reveals desire, the next step is understanding what to do when you notice these signs, because how you respond determines whether her attraction deepens or disappears. The truth is, when a woman shows these signals, she's not asking for you to chase or react impulsively. She's testing something quietly. Can this man sense me without me having to say a word? It's not about physical pursuit, it's about emotional awareness. A woman desires a man who notices her energy, not just her appearance. So, when her body language begins to change, when her posture opens, her eyes linger, or her tone softens, the best response is calm presence. Don't rush to compliment or flirt back too intensely. Instead, slow down. Maintain relaxed eye contact. Let her feel that you're centered, not easily thrown off by beauty or tension. This calmness triggers something powerful in her feminine psychology, safety, and safety amplifies desire. Women are deeply responsive to masculine stillness. It's that subtle confidence that says, "I see you, but I'm not overwhelmed by you." When you can hold her gaze without rushing to speak, when you can smile softly and simply stay there, it makes her body react in ways she can't control. Her heartbeat quickens, her breathing shifts again, and suddenly her attraction deepens. Another key is matching her energy, not her moves, but her emotional tone. If she's being playful, don't turn it into something overly serious. If she's being shy, don't push for intensity. Meet her where she is. Emotional intelligence is magnetic to women because it shows you're not just observing her, you're feeling her. Never call out her signals directly. Don't say, "You're blushing," or "You're nervous around me." When you make her aware of what her body is expressing, it breaks the magic. A feminine woman wants to feel that her energy is being sensed, not being analyzed. Keep it subtle. Respond through your own body language, a slow smile, a soft tone, or a gentle lean closer when she does. And remember, women don't open up to men who try to prove themselves. They open to men who make them feel safe being feminine. When you show emotional stability, calmness, patience, and quiet confidence, she relaxes more, her eyes soften, and her body naturally opens further. This creates a deeper connection that words can't manufacture. But the opposite is also true. If you react with arrogance, impatience, or try to rush intimacy, her body will close immediately. Her posture tightens, her tone becomes shorter, her laughter fades. Her subconscious instantly senses that you're trying to take rather than connect. The real secret is that women fall for men who make them feel seen, not just looked at. When you notice her small cues, the nervous laugh, the flick of her hair, the pause before she speaks, and you treat those moments with warmth rather than pressure, She feels understood. And once a woman feels emotionally understood, her attraction evolves from physical to soulful. So, when her body language changes, when she gives you those soft, silent signals, take it as an invitation to slow down, stay present, and let her come closer naturally. Attraction built on emotional safety isn't just stronger, it's unforgettable. When you start noticing these subtle shifts in a woman's body language, the way her posture softens, her laughter becomes lighter, her gaze lingers a moment too long, you begin to understand something most men never do. A woman's attraction isn't always loud or obvious. It's quiet. It's graceful. And it reveals itself through emotion far more than through words. Every movement, every small hesitation, every deep breath she takes around you carries meaning. Sometimes it's her way of saying, "I'm drawn to you, but I don't know how to show it yet." And that's where a man's awareness becomes his power, not to control her, but to understand her. When you can sense her without needing to hear her say it, when you can read what her body whispers in silence, that's when real connection begins. You stop guessing. You stop chasing. Instead, you start feeling. And that emotional awareness is exactly what separates a man she flirts with from a man she desires deeply. Because for a woman, attraction isn't just about looks or charm. It's about energy. It's about how you make her feel when she's near you. If your presence calms her, if your voice makes her feel safe, if your eyes make her feel seen, her entire body begins to respond to you naturally. That's the moment when desire becomes mutual and words become unnecessary. So the next time you're with a woman and you notice her leaning closer, playing with her hair, smiling in that soft, unguarded way, don't overthink it. Don't rush to label it. Just be present. Because sometimes her silence says everything. When her body language changes like that, she's not just showing interest, she's revealing trust. And that trust is the foundation of true feminine attraction. If you found this video eye-opening, don't forget to follow Be Feminine for more insights into the subtle psychology of attraction and emotional connection. Here, we decode what women truly feel, not just what they say. Because understanding her mind begins with noticing her silence.